Hello, you guys.
Hello.
It's been a while.
We're still Amy.
And I'm still Aubrey.
And you're still watching FoodMania.
And that
Review.
down there is still Pismo.
I tried to make a video of cutting his hair the other day because I thought it would be a funny thing to post. It just ended up being really boring, so I didn't post it.
Yep.
So Aubrey's here for a little visit from her dad's house. And, oh, I need ketchup. We decided to, we're kind of socially distancing because Aubrey has been in a household that has not been quarantining. We don't need to get into that. So we're just eating outside. It's really nice out right now anyway. It's like the most perfect weather. And we decided to go crazy.
Shack. This looks so good.
I need to get some more ketchup. Here, you can have those.
Alright. Pismo, come here. Let's show you off to the camera. It's Pismo. Duh. This is his haircut that my mom gave him. He looks very nice and handsome because he always looks very nice and handsome. He's very dumb. Kind of want to take him over to my dad's house with me, but then I can't take him out as often because the coyotes will eat him in the backyard. And then he'll have to use wee-wee pads, and he doesn't really know how to do that, so.
I feel like he'd be a quick snack at your dad's house.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because like, her dad's house has like a whole bunch of like trails and hills.
Hercules only goes out with us like once a day.
Yeah.
It's our other dog over at the house. All right, dude.
I had to get these pickles. You guys, if you are near like
those
a Kroger
are really
store,
good.
like Ralph's or Kroger's, these pickles, they're
so good.
Hot and sweet. They're spicy, sweet potatoes. Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So, I have made a commitment currently to not eat any four-legged animals for a while.
Oh, really?
Not because I don't love beef or pork, but because of COVID-19, the meat factories are really suffering right now, and the workers are getting sick, and it's just like a whole thing. And so I've just decided like it's not really a bad time to consume less meat, for several different reasons. So I'm still eating birds, eating chicken and turkey.
Nice.
So I got the chicken sandwich.
Oh, there's something like wrong in my back.
From dancing or just?
Oh, I felt it during dance. I don't know what it's from.
Oh shit! Watch out, Pismo.
Dude. Please, Pismo, please don't. No.
No, it dripped on. I just spilled a soda and it dripped through the table and the dog
Pismo,
don't go in there. No, you don't want soda all over you.
It's gonna be all sticky. Actually, it's not because it's diet, but like.
I was trying to shake up this ketchup. Look what happens. When was the last time you had Shake Shack, Aubrey?
I don't know. I think it was with you though. Weren't we in like the it was like a day at work, right? Like you know that one mall near work that we usually go to that one time?
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, we usually only have it like before a show or something.
Yeah.
There's a Shake Shack by the Pantages, and there's a Shake Shack.
I don't even think, have we even had Shake Shack at the Pantages? Like near the one? I don't even think we've had it there. Really?
Yeah, a couple times.
Really? I don't even remember that.
Oh, totally.
I don't remember. That's weird.
I think twice we have. All right.
Okay, give me some pickles. Thank you. I just got like a cheeseburger. Looks really good. It's very small, but it looks really good.
I think it doesn't. You got it without all the stuff on it. It's just cheese and meat and lettuce.
It's big. It's so good.
Oh, this is good.
It's
really
delicious.
crunchy. Oh, I was so hungry.
I haven't eaten any takeout in so long because my dad is against eating takeout, even though me and the other person who lives in our house is the only one who cooks, right?
I was gonna say, it's really
And
easy
he
to be
wants to complain.
against restaurant food when someone else just cooks for you all the time.
Okay, but then, yeah. Well, like, I get the same food over and over again, right? So I ordered Postmates. Am I gonna kind of maybe use it? Maybe.
A weird bird. Right, so you ordered takeout food with Postmates? And
On myself. I downloaded it on my phone.
Don't use Postmates.
Why? What should I use? Grubhub?
Just order directly from restaurants that deliver on their own.
Got it.
It's the best thing for the restaurants. Because all those delivery services take a cut of them.
Oh, got it. Yeah, but I just eat like fried chicken every night and it's getting really tiring.
So, she makes fried chicken?
No, we buy it from the store.
Like the stuff at the grocery store that's from the deli?
Yeah, disgusting. I don't feel like eating it anymore. Kind of makes me want to die at this point. And I usually just make breakfast lunch myself. I basically just eat breakfast food for lunch because I wake up at like 12 p.m.
I was
so
sleeping
good.
really late. Like not waking up till 10 or 11.
Oh wow.
But you know, I was staying up till like 3 in the morning. And but now that I had like a little construction done at the house, I don't know, those guys like to start early, so we negotiated 9 a.m. start time, which when you get up really early, 9 a.m. is kind of late, but for me it felt like hell because
Same. I
I
remember
couldn't
I had
fall
to wake
asleep
up.
early.
For my math class, I used to have to wake up at like 9 or like 8:30. Hated it. I was like, what the frick?
Yeah, I couldn't fall asleep earlier, so then like, plus I have to get up earlier to like go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, feed and let the dogs outside. So I was setting my alarm for 8:15 so I could do all that before the guys got here, because the guys go like, the dogs go bananas when the guys get here. And oh my god, I felt like I was waking up in the middle of the night.
No.
I'm like, ugh, what time is it? It's 8:15.
I just got ketchup stains on. You know what? It's alright. Life's
You got ketchup
alright.
on your pants?
Yeah. These things are getting small anyway. They might come out.
I don't think the pants are getting smaller. I think you're getting bigger.
That's what I mean, Mom. I'm getting big. That's what I mean. You know?
Clothes doesn't really get smaller. I mean, it can. You can shrink it.
I mean, it's getting smaller on me, is what I mean.
You're growing.
Yep. I remember I used to be taller than all my friends. I
You're all catching up now.
I went to like this hangout the other day with a couple people. And everyone was taller than me. And I was like, what the actual heck happened? Because like...
Get used to it.
I know. It's just insane. Because like, 5th grade, I was taller than like everybody in my class besides one boy.
I know, and everybody, which is probably a lot of you on here, like for years have been like, oh my god, she's so tall. She's so tall. I'm like...
Can you shut up? It's called I'm growing.
Yeah. Everyone's like, wow, she's so tall. I can't believe how tall she is. I'm like, dude, if this is as tall as she's gonna be, which is a possibility, it's not that tall. She's 5'3". Not tall
Maybe
at all.
5'4" now. I don't know though.
Yeah, I bet you're a little taller than me now. So, we just wanted to make a little video
Yeah.
and make you watch us eat Shake Shack.
Don't be jealous. Have the artichokes been growing?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, one's getting pretty big. So the
Oh,
things we
essentially
have growing
artichokes.
right now are the blueberries and the strawberries. And the strawberries are starting to grow again. So that's good. They look better this time. And then I have green beans, one Persian cucumber plant that didn't die. 2 of them died. And then romaine lettuce,
Rip the Persian
sweet onions,
cucumbers.
and artichokes. And we planted 3 artichoke bushes, and only one was growing, and the second one popped out, and I thought, oh, the third one's not going to happen. And then it started growing. So now all 3 of them are growing. I can't believe it. We're like,
Heaven.
Sometimes all you want is just like
Burger and fries.
so, yeah. Something about it.
Sometimes you just want something that's not deli fried chicken from, like, Ralph's.
I couldn't stand it. I had to eat that all the time. Yeah, having like a burger and fries is a very American thing. Like, is that something like in Europe or? I mean, I know in Asia it's not common unless you go to a fast food restaurant. Was it like something that you would get? I mean, when we were in France, we went to a McDonald's.
It wasn't any different. Not really.
Yeah, it wasn't really any better or worse. We're not big fast food people. Like, if we go out for fast food, we try to make like a good one, like Shake Shack.
I got traumatized when I was younger and my dad would take me to McDonald's all the time. And I hated the meat there so much that I thought every kind of meat tasted like that hamburger meat with all the gristle in it and stuff, you know? Does that make sense? So I was traumatized and I didn't want to eat meat for like years. Like, you can say, like, I did not want to eat meat at all.
She hated it. Sometimes you would eat like just plain chicken breast or something like that.
I'm still a bit sensitive about it, like.
Yeah, she wouldn't eat any ground meat, like no hamburger, no ground turkey, chicken. Freak her out. And yeah, like if
Even
meat
just
has
one
to be
little
like
piece.
perfect, or she freaks out.
I still freak out. Like, I hate it so much. Like,
oh my God,
who? Because I know some people like the fat, and it's like, what kind of person are you? You
Koreans.
are probably psycho. But like, it does make the meat more flavorful, but I just hate eating it. I just came back from dance class. My dance studio opened back up.
No, you have to dance with masks on.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents aren't allowed to like sit in there and watch. They try to keep it empty in there.
Can I please have some ketchup?
Oh, we don't have it.
I ran out.
Ketchup.
I mean,
Ooh. I'm making a mess over here.
we're all just making a mess.
I know. Anyway,
I just want to say hello.
nothing super exciting happening in this video, but yeah, I just wanted to check in. We've both been good.
Yeah.
Aubrey's 13 now.
Oh, yeah.
She had a big birthday.
Yeah.
What weird, you're a teenager.
I felt like my 12th birthday was like a month ago. Like, not even gonna lie. Time flies by so fast.
Just wait till you're old.
Oh, God.
You're like, oh God.
Yeah, the whole thing right now is like on TikTok, it's like you have to live like you're the main character of the movie, right? Like, it's this whole sound, right? So now all of us are trying to live like the main character of the movie. And
Of what movie?
of your own movie.
Oh.
Like, that whole thing, right? Y'all comment if you know about that. And now it's like, we have to do all these fun things. You know? Be the main character.
I don't really get it, but okay.
I don't know. It's a TikTok thing. Aesthetic thing.
I don't really understand TikTok in general. I just said TikTok.
I got a haircut.
Do you
Yup.
think you're gonna look back on your... Sorry to interrupt your haircut.
Go.
but do you think you're gonna look back on your TikTok days one day and be like, oh my God?
No. Especially when it comes to dances, because I can just look at Charlie D'Amelio and cringe at her more. No hate towards her, though. No
I
hate.
feel like a lot of TikTok is gonna be like the junior high diary of your generation. You're gonna look back at it one day and be like, rip it to shreds. You're gonna burn it because you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is so good. But some of it is kind of cool though.
All the TikTok F-boys are gonna look back and be like, what the heck was I doing? He's gonna have like a wife and children and be like, what was this? Why was I doing the handstand thing and then grinding on the floor? It's a whole thing. I don't know how people have the muscle to do it, but it looks really stupid anyway.
I kept a journal when I was your age, and I remember like at one point in my 20s, I think, I just like, every time I moved, I just packed it and it was in a box and just moved it. I had a few.
I get too lazy. Like, I used to...
later I looked at it though and I threw it in the garbage because it was too embarrassing.
Exactly. Oh my god.
But now I have to say,
this stuff when I was younger...
sad I don't have it now.
Okay, I'm gonna tell something embarrassing. I don't know if she knew I looked, but this one time, like, this was like a long, like when I was 8 years old, so you can't kill me for it now.
Oh boy.
Okay, so all that stuff, like all the super like mean shit that mean stuff that I like put in that one journal, and then you took a picture of it.
Oh yeah.
I got mad because you looked at it and took a picture of it in your phone, and I found it one day when I was looking at your phone in your camera roll.
Come on, you gotta spy on an 8-year-old.
Yeah, I'm a nosy person in general, so 8-year-old me just didn't know how to control herself, and she looked.
This chicken sandwich was better last time. It was okay, but it was better last time. I guess the chicken is a little dry this time. But that might be because it took so long to pick up the order. But that's just kind of life right now. Things take a little longer. You gotta wait your turn. Be patient. If I have anything to say right now on this video about our current situation in general, not just the pandemic, not just about race issues, not just about politics, people can just be more open-minded and patient with one another. Even if you don't agree on something.
That's the whole reason why we don't have world peace. If everybody could just shut up, respect everybody's opinions, or have an actual decent opinion and not be crazy.
Karen.
Exactly, right? Then we would all have we would have so much more peace on this earth. Like, do you not even understand? If it wasn't for the Karens.
I've had it with the Karens, man.
I'm the one who told you about Karens. Like, you knew who they were, but you didn't know they were called the Karens.
Yeah, you were probably the first person I heard that term from. It is part of the American vernacular now, but man, these people are coming out of the woodwork. And here's what's amazing to me is that, like, I feel like so many people are like, oh, I'm so shocked, I can't believe it. I'm like, you know what? These people have been around forever. And if you are a person of color in this country, you know that. I know that. I have been talked to by those Karens my whole life.
I have seen people be like, seeing like Karens be rude to other people. Like, if you haven't seen it, I'm surprised.
It's been happening forever. Have I ever told you, this is probably my worst incident. Did I ever tell you this story? It happened in Minneapolis. Hello, Extreme Ketchup, free ad for Heinz. This is like a really bad experience I had in Minneapolis. This was in the late 90s. And I was driving into Uptown. And there's this area, if you're from Minneapolis, where like the highway kind of splits off into these different roads, and one will go to one part of the city and one will go to another. So if you're in the wrong one, you're kind of screwed, right? Especially during a really busy time. What was rush hour, it was bumper to bumper traffic, and I'm in my lane, and I knew this area really well because I used to teach a comedy improv class, and so I was driving to that class, so I drove it all the time. So I'm in my lane, and there's a woman in a truck. I was in a freaking truck, and I was in my late 20s at the time, she looked like she was about my age now, like probably in her late 40s. And I think basically what was happening was she realized she was in the wrong lane. She wanted to come over. And I didn't see that she wanted to come over. I swear to you, I did not cut her off. Literally, the cars were moving like this fast. Like, you know when cars are just inching in traffic?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I'm just looking for her. I didn't even realize she's there. I hear someone yelling, and I look over. This woman has rolled down her window, and she's yelling. I'm about to use some saucy language, so get ready if you have little kids are listening. But but honestly, like, this is the reality of how people treat one another. She was like, "You fucking chink bitch, you stupid fucking bitch," and I'm like, I didn't even know what was going on. I was looking. She was on this side, so I'm looking through my passenger window, and I'm like, oh my god. So her window was down, but mine was up, so I could hear her. She's like, "You fucking chink bitch, you stupid chink bitch, you fucking people need to learn how to drive. That's why you can't drive, you with those fucking stupid chinky eyes, you fucking bitch." Like, was just cussing me out. This is like the longest light ever, right? And I'm like, and when something like that happens to you, like, of course your heart just starts to pound,
right?
Because you're like, oh my god, right? What's happening? What should I do? And, you know, the bigger person in me wanted to just ignore her, but she was being very aggressive. I don't know. I'm always just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just talk to this person. I had a really cheap car. I had to reach over and roll down my window. I didn't have automatic windows. And I rolled down my window, and as soon as I started rolling down my window, because she was a total coward, she rolled her window up. And so then I was pissed.
Wow.
And I yelled at her. I said, if you have something to say to me, say it to my face. Roll down your window and say it to my face. And she just, like, was pretending to ignore me then. So I'm like, whatever. So I rolled up my window. She rolled down her window again and started screaming at me. She's like, "You fucking bitch." Like, just the same thing. Like,
if you're gonna say something to me, if you're gonna talk crap about me, or say something about me, say it to my fucking, say it to my freaking place. Like, my freaking face, you know?
It wasn't. I mean, it was almost like a comedy scene where it's like, "Oh, I'll roll down my window. I'll roll down my window," and then she just same thing, like a broken record. She's like, "You fucking shit, bitch, you fucking people, blah, blah, blah. You people." Oh. And she was doing this. She was like, "Open your fucking eyes, chink. Open your fucking eyes." And I'm like, she really was convinced that it was my fault that she couldn't pull over into my lane.
How about you open up your mind?
Well, how about, like, just wait for me to move forward and you can pull behind me. Like,
there's no
we're
reason.
all in rush hour traffic right now. What the hell? So,
parents don't even have to be racist. They can be just, like, older people who are just, how to say this without saying the B word? A B. Yep, a B. So, it can just be people who are just rude in general, like.
Oh yeah, totally. The really tragic part of that story, though, was that she had a kid in the car with her that looked like it was probably her grandchild, because it was like 4 or 5 years old. She was too old to have a kid that little, probably. And this kid was clearly mixed race, like part white, and it looked to me to be like half black, probably, but definitely was brown skinned. And this kid looked 4 or 5 years old, and, you know, this is like a big truck, like an F-150 or something, and I didn't realize there was a kid until at one point I just saw the kid go like this to try to look over the window at me. And that's when I just stopped. I'm like, you know what? And at one point I said to her, that's the way you talk with a child in the car? So what's wrong with you? And she just kept, so you can't reason with someone like that. But I'm just saying to those of you who are sane, because most of you are sane, I think, who follow our channel and who are our fans, you know, it's really easy to get into these inflammatory conversations with people that you actually really like and care about, and then all of a sudden you're fighting with each other. Just, you know, I'm myself personally trying to, like, approach these conversations with more of an open mind and an open heart, and with patience, and to really listen to people and to speak non-accusingly.
Yeah.
That's important. But
and I feel like, obviously, things happened in the past with, like, different countries and certain things, but can we all just forgive each other now? Because, like, it's a different generation of people, you know?
Well, I hope for your generation that you guys can do better.
And Gen Zs are scary, but they're not. Like, I wouldn't be able to ask for ketchup at a restaurant, but then, like, we, like, I don't know, go protest and, like, scream and shit. Look, you know what I mean? Gen Zs are interesting people.
Yeah, for sure.
They have strong opinions, but we're still kind of weak.
Hi, Bob. Also, in great news, Miss
Bob,
Bob.
stop coughing.
You know, you've heard her crazy cough if you watch our videos the last few years. Put her on a special diet. She's been eating a vegan, an all-fruit diet for 2 weeks. Cough is gone. She's had this cough for like 3 years. What do you think about 3 years? Uh-oh, who just texted me? Charlotte is calling her mom the evil lady who says to. That's a whole other conversation.
Stuff about my aging partner.
Anyway, but Bob is, she's doing great. So now she's going back on, I'm not feeding her food forever for the rest of her life. She'd be dead. But it seems to have really fixed her cough, which is amazing. And so I found a really high quality vegan dog food that I'm putting her on now, and hopefully she can stay cough free. Yay! Because we want her to live forever, even though she won't live forever, but like for a long time.
I feel like old animals are just legendary.
They're so precious, aren't they? Senior animals.
I went over to this barn the other day. I was like talking with this one girl, right? And there's this horse that I've been riding since I was like 8 or 7, right? And that horse was still there, and I was like, "Is it still alive?" And I went, and it was still there. I was like, "This horse is legendary."
At Tony's?
Yeah, it's never gonna die. You know the 4-point, like the racehorse.
Oh yeah.
Like, is that dude just never gonna die? He's gonna live forever. Oh, you have a gray look. She has a gray whisker.
Oh.
Oh, we're all getting so old. I had my birthday. Bob is old. And you got a little gray whisker.
All right,
Ruby, put your head up. Okay, you can't put your head up that high, but it's all right.
Ruby, she's done there.
Oh, that's my food. Hey.
All right,
Ruby.
well, this is like a half-hour video now, so
Nice.
we should have just done a live.
Okay.
Dang, man. All right. We'll go. We just wanted to check in since Aubrey's here.
Yep.
And we just had an outdoor bathroom installed, so Aubrey can come over more often now.
Yay. I can have
She can
friends over.
take a pee outside.
Yes.
We hope you guys are all doing well, and that you're all happy and healthy. And thank you for checking us out. Please
Like,
share,
comment,
subscribe,
all those
all
good
those
things.
good things. And thank you for watching. I'm Amy,
And I'm Aubrey.
and you've been watching
FoodMania
FoodMania
Review.
Review.
Peace.